Okay, continuing on with polynomials here today. We're looking at multiplying the sum and difference of two terms here. And when we're talking about this, the product of the sum and difference of two terms is the square of the first term minus the square of the second term. What do I mean by that? Well, if we have a plus b, here's the sum, and here's the difference. A plus b times a minus b. If we work this out long ways, a times a is a squared. A times negative b is negative ab. B times a is positive ab. And b times negative b is negative b squared. Well, we ought to see that negative ab and positive ab, they cancel each other out. So what we're looking at here is a squared minus b squared. Okay. So to say this again, it's the square of the first term. So we have the square of the first, and then it would be minus square of the first minus the square of the second. Okay. Let's look at another example here. Let's look at a couple problems maybe. Let's look at something like, oh, I don't know. Let's look at something where we have fractions. We like our fractions. Let's say we have x plus 1/4 times x minus 1/4. Well, if we look at this, the square of the first one is x squared. Okay. The square of the second one, 1/4 times 1/4, is 1/16. So basically, that's our answer. Now we can work this out again. X times x is x squared. X times negative 1/4 is negative 1/4 x. We have 1/4 times x is positive 1/4 x. And 1/4 times negative 1/4 is negative 1/16. So again, our middle terms cancel, and we're left with that x squared minus 1/16. Okay. So let's think about a couple more. Or let's look at a couple more. Let's say we have in this situation a little bit of a review here, but let's think about something like x minus 3 times 2x plus 3. A little rehash, a little recap, but we could say, okay, this is 2x squared minus 6x plus 3x minus 9. So what we get is 2x squared minus 3x minus 9. We got one like this. Let's look at this. 5x minus 4 squared. Okay. Now, yes, if you remember right, this is where we're really squaring these binomials. Remember, this was the one where we might have a minus b squared. Now we have a squared as the first term, and then we're looking at minus 2 times a times b plus b squared. So a squared, well, we're looking at 5x. Well, 5x times 5x is 25x squared. So there's our first term. Our second term, remember, is the first term multiplied by the second term. So we've got negative 20x, but we have to double that. So we have, whoa, we have to double that, make out a lot smaller now. Get that back here a little bit. There we go. Good enough. So we have 25x squared. Let's see what we're doing on the middle terms. Negative 4 times 5x and negative 20x, we need to double that, so negative 40x. And then we're looking at the last term squared, so it'd be plus 16. So again, we're shortcutting, so we don't have to work it all the way out there. Let's see, is there anything else I want to look at here? Okay, let's do one more, like a special product one we've been doing. Let's look at this. Look at x minus 2 and is x plus 2. Remember, this is where we have the difference and the sum. So what we're looking at here is really the square of the first, which would be x squared, minus the square of the second, which would be 4. So pretty simple thing to do here when we're looking at squaring by or multiplying the sum and difference of two terms. It's not too difficult. We just need to pay attention to what we're doing. We can, if we'd like, use these special products here that we talked about in the last video to help us along. So I hope this helps if you're working on multiplying the sum and difference of two terms. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye.